Hello, everybody. Welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble and on Patreon for extra support. And if kind of updates and the such, usually go about on Twitter X. And as an update, yesterday I did manage to publish Firewatch episode. Tomorrow there will be another one. And yeah, basically that is it from channel updates. I still need to figure out to play a little bit more demos here and there, and see if it fares those demos fare to be good enough so I can keep those games in my wish list. But yeah, as soon as I can go into it, I will let you know everything. Okay, let's go to the news again. I got a good compilation here from Gamers Nexus. They launched, I think, yesterday or something. I already watched uh, yesterday. Well, it depends on the time zone, but I watched it today. Basically, compiling the disaster that has been the RTX 50 series launch. And they also go about what I tried to cover yesterday, the missing ROP stuff. They go and explain way better than I can what ROP is and how we can influence the performance of the GPUs. But yeah, I think there is a good kind of roundup of the issues. And basically, the NVIDIA just dropped the ball on caring about the consumers here in some steps that they did. But yeah, the Gamers Nexus here does an excellent video here, and I do recommend for you if you have almost like an half an hour, so you can have a better perception of all the issues that been having from this new generation launch. As always, I leave links to everything that I talk about here on the description below, so be sure to check them out. We've got also some more information regarding the 5070 and Radeon RX 9070 reviews. Again, we got dates now. Again, yesterday I think I misspoke in terms of dates of reviews and announcements and everything. Again, just to reiterate, February 28th, so a couple of days or something like that from now, we'll have the RDNA 4 event. Again, assuming they're going to give all the specifications from hardware specs and everything, the clocks, the cores, the memories, and everything to officially confirm, that confirmation, and hopefully also the announcement of FSR4, and hopefully that will be a little bit more competitive with TLSS with NVIDIA, and hopefully we'll get some, at least we got to cover some leaks here, but again, we have to always take those information with a grain of salt in terms of gaming benchmarks. They seem promising. Again, it's just a matter of pricing, and hopefully that will be announced also in this event. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see till the 28th. And then got on March 4 the 5070. Sorry, 5070. I was almost about to say TI, the non-TI version. The reviews will come up on March, and on the next day it will go on sale, and non-MSRP models. So the lineup of the old models will go on sale there. Then on the same day that the 5070 sale is up, we got the reviews for the 9070 series. So I will assume the XT and non-XT version. And then on the next day, so March 6th, we will have the sales coming up here. Um, very interesting. Going to have a very interesting week or so, at least from February 28th until March 6th. I will try to keep it up and give my opinion on the information that is going to be released on that. And yesterday I was not aware. All the reviews came out for Monster Hunter Wilds. I like the Fextralife. They went about it a little bit in depth with some of the PC performance also, and I usually like their reviews because they usually tend to be again as more technical specific as possible in terms of what they found here. And again, the consensus seems to be I don't know, between 8.5 to 9.5 depending on the outlet. The I think the only main thing that it changes from the other entries of Monster Hunter is they try to set up a story here in settings. So I don't know. I don't know if it is something to try and please or try to get more new players and be comfortable with having a setup story. The story itself, it's not, it's serviceable from what I understand. Without getting into spoilers, it seems serviceable, but again, it's not the mainstay of this kind of games. Again, this games here is the loop of preparing for combat, for the hunts, doing the hunts for the monsters, getting the extract the stuff and the resources that you can from those monsters to start building stronger stuff, from weapons to armor and all that jazz, and then prepare yourself for the next hunt, and so forth and so on. And I think the one of the highlights of this kind of games is getting around, trying to explore, see how the ecosystem works, and how the monsters interact with themselves. And I think that it seemed they ramped up the notch in terms of those gameplay systems. In terms of also co-op and multiplayer, that seems to be more seamless than before, even though it's not 100% seamless. But yeah, it seems that there are some improvements from in the formula itself of Monster Hunter, and I think they try to appease, let's say, new players with having some kind of story setup. It's serviceable, but it's not something out of the ordinary, something to win an award. But yeah, it seems to be good. The main thing here is the performance issues. In this case, it's a little bit heavy, but I think it's more in line with the engine itself. I already mentioned this in the past. I don't know, in the last month or so. I think the engine was not built from the ground up to support kind of being optimized on open world games in this sense, like Monster Hunter Wilds. We got also Dragon Dogma 2. Uh, yeah, and I think this is where the struggle is the fact that I think when they were engineering the engine was more for Resident Evil games. So it has different constraints and demands, those kind of games. But I think they're little by little, and I think hopefully on the next open world games within Capcom Studios, gaming studios, they will on the other upcoming open world games. That I think we might see some improvements here and there in terms of PC performance. Digital Foundry also did some kind of analysis regarding the quality of the between consoles and how it looks between consoles, PCs, and Xbox also. But yeah, I think this one is the most kind of technical and neutral to a certain point from Fextralife. But I also watched Rurikhan review here. It's a little bit longer, almost an hour here, but he goes he dives a little bit more deep on the game systems, what the difference is from other games like Monster Hunter World and even Monster Hunter Rise. I think that's the other game that it's called. He goes about trying to differentiate what the differences are between all of this, and he goes in some in-depth mechanics of what it's new and introduced here on Monster Hunter Wilds. It doesn't get into spoilers within the story. But yeah, I really do enjoy watching his Monster Hunter content because he's been playing this for years now, and I think he is a good source of information regarding Monster Hunter. Even though, again, it might be a little bit biased because it's his favorite franchise, but again, it's we need to take that always in account. But yeah, I do like to see him, and I always learning something new from Monster Hunter games from his part. In terms of other stuff, I covered yesterday again the NetEase stuff regarding the defunding, let's say, from Western studios. And one of my worries when I was covering that, thinking about it, was the Blood of Dawnwalker, which I completely forgot the complete name of the game. I remember it was the Dawnwalker, but again, it's the Blood of Dawnwalker from Rebel Wolves. They had some funding from NetEase, but they already made a statement yesterday after a lot of stuff coming out, and they got us reassured that the injection of money of investment from NetEase was very small, and they are at this moment in time just a minority shareholder, so there's not going to be impact. on the development of this game by the fact that they already have their own from their own comments here that they already have all the development process or the development cycle. It's already completely funded, so there is no rush on trying to get another investor to continue production of the game. So the production budget is already being taken care of at this point in time, which is good to know. But yeah, and again, people don't need to worry because even in terms of publishing, Bandai Namco is the partner for this game for the global launch. But yeah, it's good to know that at least they did everything properly and there is no dependency, especially from NetEase at this point in time, given that they are very minority shareholder. Again, I think the coming again with the NetEase stuff, it's the fact that I think a lot of the foreign investments made by NetEase was behind one guy that I think they started off. I'm not sure how it went internally, but I think that's why they are pulling out also a lot of investments. Given again, we got the comments yesterday that it's probably a lot of the studios are kind of lazy, entitled, and everything. I think it has to do a little bit more with the culture itself, between Western and Eastern cultures in terms of workplace ethics and the such. But yeah, I think it has to do that they think that they are spending more than they want to spend on these kind of products, and even that after the games that are coming out from some of the Western studios, they're not that good. They're not selling well. It's not what people want to a certain extent, or if it is something that people are hoping for, it tends to be a disappointment on what they're trying to overpromise in a certain way. But yeah, the overall sense is that's why and I think they made a conclusion they can and produce and make and launch the games by themselves, so they don't feel too much dependency on Western studios to do the creative work of building a game. But yeah, it's good to see that the blend Dawnwalker doesn't seem to have any kind of issues. At least that's the comments that we had from Rebel Wolves themselves. So hopefully we'll get to see how it looks on this summer. They got an event coming up on the summer. There is no specific dates yet to see. I will hopefully see some gameplay to see how it works and get a little bit more in-depth explanation of what the time mechanics of this game work, so people can understand a little bit better, and don't get too cold feet on trying to get the game like this. Then we had also Gothic. We got the Next Fest from Steam, and I think this is part of the Next Fest. We got the Gothic remake again. The trailers by themselves, from what I've seen, doesn't seem like excellent, given that supposedly this is an Unreal Engine 5 game or remake of the game. But yeah, at this moment in time, there is a demo out for this game. I will try to see if I can at least play around a little bit to see how it feels. Again, it seems that the demo it's just introduction of the game itself, like I will assume a very small area. It seems just to have a sense of the mechanics of the games and experience the atmosphere of the remake firsthand. At least that's the information we have here. But yeah, if you're interested in this game, again, I already always heard Gothic game to be a pretty good one as an RPG. But it's one of those games that eventually you didn't play at the time when it came out, and but you always have that game on the back of your head as a reference in terms of first person RPGs. But yeah, hopefully this is a good remake. But we'll have to try it out on the demo to have a proper idea how good it might be. Then we got a new trailer for Lies of Pi or P, the Overture DLC expansion, and this time you got the story trailer. They already launched a trailer of announcement of the oh my god, of the DLC itself. I completely forgot. I don't think we have. Yeah, it's going to be out this summer. There is no specific launch of this DLC. We know it's on the pass, so there's going to I will assume something happening that we might will travel to the past before all things went to shit on the Liza P world. But yeah, we got a little bit of a story trailer. Again, I still need to play this game, so I try to keep myself out of spoilers of this game. But yeah, it seems to be in line with the quality in terms of the main game. And then lastly, I think it was more on the weekend. We started to see that, this is not going well for Assassin's Creed Shadows. It seems that a month before the launch of the game, there's going around some leaks of the entirety of the game. Somebody had physical access to some copies of the game. They managed to install it and play it. There is some units that been sold on marketplace, secondhand, like Facebook Marketplace, I think, and other places there. Yeah, and it's being leaked all around the entirety of the game. Again, this is. I don't think this is the final stuff that we're going to see in terms of debacle regarding this game before launch. We still have a month to go, so there's a lot of stuff can still happen. But yeah, this comes up from the latest one, which was the one regarding where is it, the shrines. Supposedly you can destroy shrines, that those shrines that you need permission to get those shrines being represented on the game, which they didn't do. I think there's going to be some stuff that it might happen from there in terms of legal wise. This happened last week. There was Japanese religious sites. There were some specific ones that are represented in the game, and supposedly you need to ask any kind of permission to be used. And again, and the fact that they are sacred sites that can be desecrated out of nowhere. And yeah, this is not good. We got some screenshots here and there trying to make themselves proof that they really are able playing the game. I think this is on consoles. I'm not sure. I think there was on PS, PlayStation. The file size PlayStation is 85 gigabytes. But yeah, this is not going well. They Ubisoft now even launched a statement here that again, players have access to Assassin's Creed Shadows ahead of the official release. The development team is still working on patches to prepare the experience for launch, and any footage shared online does not represent the final quality of the game. Try to make themselves cover their own asses. Leaks are unfortunate and can diminish the excitement for players. We kindly ask you not to spoil the experience for others. Thank you to our community for already taking steps to protect everyone from spoilers. Stay in the shadows, avoid the spoilers, and keep an eye on our channel for more official surprises in the coming weeks. Again, yeah, this is not going well. To a certain extent, a lot of people will not care if they got spoiled or not, because we can kind of almost guess what this game is going to be about, probably story wise. But yeah, it's another one nail in the coffin of Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft in the in the broad picture. But yeah, it's kind of funny to me, in a certain sense. But yeah, this is what I got here in terms of news. Let's wrap up with some gaming deals. We got Breath Edge on Steam, 75% off. This seems to be a pretty good game. I always seen as a very positive feedback from players. I think the second game will eventually launch. I'm not sure. There is a Breath Edge 2, but I think is still yeah. There is a demo here for Breath Edge 2, which is always good to see. We got also Black Mesa Definite Editions. Basically, this is the remake of oh my god, Half-Life 1 in the engine of Half-Life 2. So, oh my god, the Source Engine version 2, if not mistaken. And it's the complete remake, and it's again very positive and overwhelmingly positive throughout the years. We got also Journey. I did play this game on console way back in the day, basically when it came out on PS3, if not mistaken. I really did enjoy this game. It's a good experience at this price point. I really do recommend it if you want to try it out. We got also Stray, Meow Meow Cat, to play as a cat. What can you say here? Again, 40% off, overall positive feedback. We got also Cocoon, from Annapurna, 40% off and very positive. I think it even won a couple of awards here and there, if not mistaken. But yeah, it's one of those puzzle games that seems very interesting the way they go about it. We got Balatro. It's 15% off. Again, I do recommend the game. I mostly played on my cell phone, but yeah, I still need to, I don't know, maybe get around and play more on the PC here. But yeah, they managed to introduce new stuff on Balatro. I think Assassin's Creed something on the card stuff. If not mistaken, it's not something that I use that much, the deck stuff. But yeah, 15% off, and I do recommend this game. And then you got also Dome Keeper, no, not download, Dome Keeper. I do enjoy this game, and I really do recommend this game. It's 50% off. If you want to try it out for by yourself, you got a demo here to try it out. But yeah, if you like this kind of games, I think this is a good buy here. And then lastly, we got Jusant. Again, I'm still trying to wrap up recording the series here for this game. From what I played, I do recommend this game, especially at this price point. But yeah, this is what I got for you today, guys. I will just wrap up here with a plug on my Patreon as usual. The Patreon is for access support, and that access support is at this moment in time for me to try and get around and having a better storage solution, so I can have backups of the stuff that I do for my clients, and also extra space for the videos that I do for the channel. And with all that said, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. So until then, I'm Master out.